Boston from Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah, there he is. Sex Type Thing from Stone Temple Pilots from the first album. Time to announce the winner of our trip to Boston, Massachusetts this 4th of July weekend to enjoy an original Boston Tea Party, courtesy of Lipton Original Iced Tea. The grand prize winner receives airfare for two to Boston, 3 nights accommodations, tickets to see the Boston Red Sox play in Fenway Park on Monday, July 4th, and a case of Lipton Original Iced Tea, and $200 walking around money. And the winner is Karen Iampier of Baltimore, Maryland. Karen, thank you very much. Karen listens to the show on 98 Rock, WIYY in Baltimore. Please, thank you. Congratulations, Karen. You and your guests will be spending this 4th of July weekend in Boston, courtesy of naturally brewed Lipton Original Iced Tea. This ain't no sippin' tea. Tickets are courtesy of WAAF in Boston and Red Sox pitcher Greg Harris, who got us them ducats. I'm sure there'll be some good seats for you there, Karen. And for all of you who didn't win this trip this time around, don't worry about it. I got details on another Rockline trip giveaway coming up. We're going to send you back to Hollywood to see a Rockline show live, courtesy of the fine folks at Pennzoil Motor Oil. And we'll be back here in Miami with Stone Temple Pilots on the Global
103.
It's a partial moon over Miami, I think. I don't know, really. Because we're in a room that's got a roof on it, so it's kind of hard to tell. But Weiland and Robert here are with us from Stone Temple Pilots. We go back to the phone now and talk to Scott, who's in Austin, Texas, listening to 96 RXR in Austin. Hey, Scott.
How's it going, guys?
Hey, Scott.
I want to know how you guys got involved in the movie soundtrack, The Crow.
Well, I mean, it really wasn't something that we initiated. We were on a break between tours, and we were writing a couple, writing some songs. When we're not fishing, we're writing songs.
As a rule.
So we were writing some songs, and our manager approached us with the idea of contributing a song to the soundtrack from this movie that would be called The Crow. No one had any idea, at the time that it was going to be a #1 picture. Actually, we thought it would probably be some sort of, cheesy B-movie, video rental kind of thing. But unfortunately, somebody had to die on the set, and things like that tend to instigate a lot more public interest. But as far as the song goes, they wanted us to give them a song that we had written about 2 years prior, which we didn't want to do because it was something that we had already grown past. So we had a couple songs that we were already working on for the next album, and we made a deal with them, with the record company, saying that we would let them use this song on their soundtrack as long as we could still have it for our album and exercise the option to, to do with it what we wanted. However, next thing you know, we get off tour and we get finished making Purple, the second album, come back home, and suddenly we're seeing these commercials on television with our song promoting the movie, and that wasn't quite the way the deal was supposed to be. So that's sort of how it works.
But the good news is it is on the new album, and that's the important thing. By the way, let me make a correction here. We mistakenly referred to our station in Austin. It is KLBJ FM 94 in Austin, Texas. So having said that, from the album Purple, Stone Temple Pilots on Rockline tonight, Big Empty. We are back here in Miami with Stone Temple Pilots, and before we go, I want to make a quick announcement here. We had Chrissy Hine from the Pretenders on last week, and she said after the show there was a guy that she ran into during their brief club tour who made like bootleg T-shirts, and she saw them and she really liked them, and they want to use the design. Well, the guy sort of disappeared into thin air, and she's dying to get a hold of this guy. So we told her we would announce it. His name was Tarkus, and Tarkus, if you're out there, Chrissy loves the shirts and she wants to get them, and so it's real cool if you call us here at Rockline, and we'll put you in touch. She loves those shirts. We want to thank everybody for listening and for calling in tonight. Join us next Monday night for your chance to speak with Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons of KISS. Coming up in the very near future, the Eagles, Joan Jett, Steve Perry, and a whole lot more. Special thanks tonight to Steve Stewart for his invaluable help, to Tony Mandich and Rick Brown of Atlantic Records, to George Blackwell and the staff here at Soundtrack Studios in Miami for all of their help and hospitality, and finally to our guests tonight, Robert DeLeo and Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots. Congratulations on an excellent album.
Steve Stewart. Thanks to Steve Stewart. That's our manager. He wants his name as much in everything.
Can we add echo to that? Maybe a little reverb, perhaps?
Steve Stewart. Welcome. Miller Beer presents Steve Stewart.
I'm Steve Downs. See ya.